The entire universe are in that raccoon's eyes. Take a look deeply, but don't look too deeply. You might fall in love.
Dude, oh my God.
So this topic we're going to talk about is something people don't really talk about, but is so necessary for us to make the most out of our lives and make the most out of the journey we're all on. We're going to talk about how to discipline your disappointments.
Oh, that's good, man. I was on the edge of my, not physically, but I was figuratively on the edge of my seat for a minute.
So I have Eric with me tonight.
Hey, guys.
And Eric is a bodybuilder. And what's been your biggest success in competition? What's been your most successful show? It's not bragging because I asked you.
Yeah, thank you. Best show that I ever did was last year, which is 2024, the Ottawa Classic, and I won first place overall in men's physique. And it was a good time. It was fun.
So you won first place overall men's physique in the Ottawa Classic, and you won an award.
I won an award.
Where's your award now?
My award?
So the funny thing is, Eric won first place in a bodybuilding competition and gave me his award.
Sorry, buddy. You can have the next one if I get one.
And why did you give me your award?
Well, at first you inspired me.
I don't want to affirm the attitude that I single-handedly achieve anything. Everything is a group effort.
Yes.
So when I see my name on an award, I think I need to pass this on in a way that inspires others.
Well, and he inspired me to do that exactly because Brendan won an award, a lifetime achievement award at the Swiss Summit, and then he snuck the award in my bag, and I didn't even realize it until I trained home 4 hours from freaking to Ottawa, opened up my bag, and it was heavier too. I didn't second guess it. My bag was way heavier. And I'm like, oh my God, you're hilarious.
So he's got my lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, and he's got my overall bodybuilding award.
Give awards all around.
Yeah, exactly.
So what does disappointment mean to you? Like, how would you define disappointment?
To me, disappointment would be setting an expectation and it not being delivered. Usually that's
perfect. Yeah.
Usually that comes from a preference in life.
Raccoon on your right. Raccoon on your right. Raccoon on your right. Give him some seed out of the toilet. Well, we're going to learn how to flush our disappointments down the toilet today.
Bye disappointment.
Today's talk is going to be all about.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay, sweetie. Come here. There you go.
Oh, this is Ashley's raccoon. Ashley's raccoon is here. This one will come up on the lap.
I love it.
She's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I love you. I love you. Yeah, I'm happy you're here. Okay, so to me, disappointment means what we wanted to happen didn't happen. So now we need to set a new goal, a new strategy, reinvent ourselves. We need to pivot. That's what disappointment all comes down to.
Yeah.
So we want to think about, what in your life has been disappointing? Is it a relationship situation that's been disappointing, a job situation, a recent athletic performance, some aspect of your fitness, your financial situation? Think of a disappointment you've had in your life recently, all right? And then what we want to do is think about what part of it feels so disappointing. You're not one who's prone to much disappointment, are you?
No, not usually.
I mean, you automatically reframe everything.
I try to.
Yeah.
I try my best.
So, but somebody in your situation, okay, you came off winning first place in a fitness competition, and then you had another fitness competition today. Mm-hmm. And what place did you finish in today?
Like it was like 6th or 7th out of 14 or
6th
something.
or 7th. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so some people in your situation who haven't done the mental reps would be disappointed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, for sure.
They'd be like, look, I finished first.
Yeah, there was like 3rd place people who were disappointed.
There you go.
Yeah, like the second place person was disappointed.
Yeah. So in that situation, what part of it might feel disappointing to people?
They didn't win. They didn't get first place.
Yeah. So they might think that success should come faster.
Yeah.
Right? They might think they should be more successful by now.
Yeah.
They might think that, they should be a first place champion all the time. If you're not first, you're last. Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Right? They might think that they didn't meet their very own standards they had. for themselves. And that might be hard to live with if you've built yourself up so much and then the outcomes don't match your expectations for yourself. That often breeds disappointment.
Yeah.
Now, here's something to think about. How do you typically respond to disappointment? Okay? Do you get frustrated instead of maybe focusing on how you could change your approach?
Ooh.
Do you dwell on the negative instead of maybe focusing on the positive? Do you seek support from others? Do you positively reframe the situation? Do you move on to the next challenge really quickly without taking time to process the learning lessons? So just think about it. How do you typically respond to disappointment? Any thoughts on that?
Just bang my head against the wall and go, stupid, stupid, stupid.
Stupid, 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 stupid. Yes. How's that working out for you?
Not really well. I have a big welt on my head. Why do you think I'm wearing a hat?
Yeah. What's your instinctual reaction, your knee-jerk reaction when you get disappointed?
Knee-jerk reaction, and again, I'm only human. I would probably be like, damn it, like, damn it, something like that. And then I'm usually pretty quick to recognize that. I'm like, hey, whoa, Eric, relax, man.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, you know what? It's all right. Like I'm gonna figure something else out. I'll figure out another way, or this isn't a big issue, anyways.
So you give yourself a pep talk after your initial negative reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent,
Usually,
and that's really helpful because a lot of people don't know how to course correct when they take on the wrong attitude, an attitude that just weakens or brings themselves down. But you're actively course correcting.
Absolutely.
It's like, all right, I'm going to find a way to handle this just like I've handled everything else in my life.
Exactly.
Eric has always found a way. He's done it before. He can do it again.
Exactly.
He's made it through 100% of his disappointments in life because he's still here. This is just another one of those moments.
Exactly.
For me, I often go right to curiosity.
Right.
My first thought is, I wonder how this is all going to work out in the end. I'll anchor myself in the thought that my life is divinely guided. God and the spiritual masters work in mysterious ways. It's like a plot twist in a movie.
Yeah.
Disappointment happens. I'm like, all right, I've seen movies before, but this is interesting because I don't know how it's going to work out, but I have faith that it will. Even if it's uncomfortable, what matters most is not my comfort. What matters most is growth. Right? So a lot of times disappointment comes from the opposite attitude, that we're prioritizing success and comfort and pleasure, not realizing the hidden benefits of failure, the hidden benefits of the struggle that makes us stronger.
Part of that, you could say you're looking at the big picture. How many people have you heard that have been fired from a job or quit their job, or what if something terrible happens at their job, and then the next job they have is their dream job? Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure people have heard that story before, or whether it's with a partner, right? The terrible breakup, and then the next partner is the best partner that they've ever had, and they live a happy life.
Yep.
Right?
Sometimes it's evolution. Sometimes good things fall apart so something better can fall together. And we would do well to remember that in our moments of disappointment.
Yeah.
And we would do well to just, if you have a disappointing moment, just feed some raccoons.
Exactly, baby.
You got your little one at the little table for one up there.
She's been munching the entire time.
Hey, Eric, you finished 6th or 7th place? No big deal. Go feed that little raccoon up there.
There you go, buddy.
Awesome.
With
a raccoon. So the first thing we want to think about when processing disappointment is, how might our expectations be adding to the problem? Right?
Oh, dude. Oh, man, that's a big cause right there.
So how might we be guilty of setting unrealistic expectations?
I'm guilty. I've been guilty.
We've all been guilty of that.
Man, I'm probably still going to be guilty.
Yeah, we're not experts at assessing the situation and determining how it should go, right?
Yeah.
So we might think, are we guilty of making it an all or nothing scenario? That often leads to disappointment. All or nothing thinking.
For sure. And only the Sith deal in absolutes.
Yes. There's a reference for like 5 people watching.
Yeah.
And then how might we develop more realistic expectations is important, because Isn't it true that sometimes success takes longer than we think? Takes a little bit more learning than we think? Well, clearly.
You got to walk the path before getting there.
The first thing we want to do is discipline our expectations. Oftentimes they're unrealistic, and the consequence of unrealistic expectations is disappointment. And the root of that is that we take our preferences for reality and we make them our expectations for reality. It's like, hey, I would prefer to win first place this time. Oh no, I finished 7th. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, wait, maybe 7th was actually a big success. It was the best I was going to do.
100%.
It was some tough competition.
100%. Yeah, of course. Initially, when I didn't get first call-outs, I was like, oh, okay. And Ryan, my coach, he showed me. He's like, Eric, look at the picture from last year to now. Look at the progress you've made. And I'm like, oh my gosh. You know, like, look how far I've come, right?
So basically, in order to overcome disappointment, you can focus on how you're evolving.
Exactly.
And, you know, you can find peace in the fact that you're better than you were yesterday. You're better 100%. Than you were last time.
100%. And that's what it's about, man.
Right? So discipline often puts their focus on the wrong thing, outcomes. Who cares what the outcomes are? You could finish first place and even be worse than you were last year, just subject to circumstance.
Yeah.
But all that really matters is, are you evolving? Yes or no?
Exactly.
If the answer is yes, then you're where you need to be.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers.
Bye-bye disappointment.
Flush down the toilet. How might seeing yourself as a work in progress help you better handle disappointment?
Oh, man.
What are your thoughts?
Well, you wouldn't judge a baby on their ability to do 12th grade math, would you?
Oh, wow. You wouldn't judge a baby on its ability to do 12th grade math. Absolutely. So we'd have more patience and compassion. Is your total worth ever really tied to any single event? Or does your worth come back to your potential for improvement and your ultimate potential?
Always comes back to potential. Again, we can't judge ourselves in the moment.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we got sunflower seeds. We're feeding the raccoons here. If I were to offer you a sunflower seed and you're a farmer, you wouldn't think it's not doing anything, it doesn't have any value. You'd think, no, that can grow into a sunflower and it can create goodness and create more seeds and create even more goodness from that.
Boom, boom.
So we wouldn't judge a sunflower seed on the fact that it's not doing anything in the moment. We judge it on its ultimate potential.
You just need to give it a little water, a little dirt, and boom, boom.
Yeah, same with us.
Go. Exactly.
A little water and dirt and watch the magic happen.
Ooh, number 2.
Even if the outcome wasn't what you hoped for in your disappointment, are there strengths you could recognize in yourself through that process? Were there some shining moments? If so, what were they? So you finished 6th. First of all, did you finish 6th or 7th?
I'm not sure. I didn't even bother to check.
You probably finished 14th.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even bother, because honestly, like to me, like whether it's 6th or 7th, I still had the same experience.
Yeah.
Like to me, it was still incredible, right?
Yeah. All right. So what were some strengths and shining moments in your disappointment?
There was a gentleman on stage that it was in front of me and I was in the back line, and he had a great physique and he was going to do very well. But he was struggling in doing his posing, and he wasn't breathing. He was sweating like crazy. You could tell this guy just, something was going on in his head, and he was like really freaking himself out. So I said to him, breathe, man, just breathe. Just breathe. And I saw him just calm down a little bit, and he's like, when he took a breath, and later on at finals, I saw he ended up getting 3rd place, and he did really well. And I was like, did you breathe? he was like, oh, that was you who said that, dude. Thank you for saying that. I didn't realize you said that, because it's dark. Like when But he's like, I didn't realize you said that. I heard somebody say it, but yeah, I actually appreciate that, man. So that was a big win. Yeah, being able to uplift someone and being able to take away some of their unnecessary suffering in that moment.
And in that situation, you know, oftentimes when we're not living in the moment, we're imagining future problems, right? Or problems from the past, and that might make us anxious,
Yes.
make us underperform. So by getting him to focus on the breath, you brought his consciousness to the moment.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
So
yeah,
he could
that's
be-
very well said. Yes.
So he could be there, and you taught him a lesson.
yeah. Dude, we got a whole bunch here.
We got a whole bunch of raccoons. We're collecting
Just
raccoons.
flushing all the disappointment away.
It wouldn't be a bodybuilding talk if we weren't feeding some raccoons at the same
Honestly,
time.
Right? No kidding.
You know?
Yeah, reach in there, buddy. Oh, he's tipping it.
What do you think of the waist to hip ratio of this little raccoon here? It looks like a little fuzzy Buddha just sitting.
Dude, that's total 1-to-1. That's going to be first place.
Total 1 to, no, it's 1 to 2. It's like an eggplant. I love it. I wouldn't want you any other way.
Exactly.
You're first place in my heart. And so what was another shining moment for you out there during this, what would be considered a traditionally disappointing experience?
In between my spray tans, I wanted to go for a nature walk. And so, I looked up on my phone where I could go feed the chipmunks and the birds and stuff too. And
Which is not normal for a bodybuilder to do. There's between spray tans, by the way.
yeah.
So we're just going to say Eric is different.
Yeah, probably not a normal thing. So
Yeah.
I wanted to go feed, just go for a nice nature walk, relax and feed the birds. So I found this spot and I ended up getting a chipmunk, and he's really, really, really awesome chipmunk. He kept coming up to me right away. I got him up my leg, and I laid down on the ground with him and got him over my head and stuff. He was super friendly. And then this older woman walked by, and she kept looking over, and she looked interested. I was like, "Hey, do you want to come join me? Like here. It's easy." And she seemed timid at first, so I didn't want to pressure her or anything. She's like, "Oh, I don't know how to do it." And it's like, "See, it's okay. It's very easy. I'll just show you." And so I showed her how to do it, and then she got down on one knee, and initially the chipmunk came over to me, and I was like, so I had to take my hand away, and then and the chipmunk came over to her, and it came right up to her and took out all the seeds, and she was like, huge smile on her face. And,
Yeah, nice.
And it made her day. She was like, and she walks away. She's like, "God bless you." And it just, that little thing, that was a huge win, because just the smile on her face and that "God bless you," I could tell it was sincere.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
So between spray tans, you go for a nature walk.
Yeah.
You befriend a chipmunk. Someone sees you and they're inspired by your connection with nature. And you can tell they're intrigued. So you coach them and help them be more in love with nature. And that's an experience that'll probably stay with them for the rest of their life. Every time they see a chipmunk, they're going to have more confidence on how to befriend that little animal. And that was a huge, unlikely win amidst this situation
Huge win.
and journey.
Huge win.
I'm a huge nature lover, so for me, that's winning where it matters most. You can rock your biceps and your veins and your calves and everything, but the fact that you helped someone be more in love with nature, to me, is a huge win.
For sure.
But the ironic thing is you did this between spray tans at a bodybuilding competition. Who goes for a nature walk and teaches people how to feed chipmunks between spray tans at a bodybuilding competition?
That's so cool.
I mean, I'm a different type of judge. You got the bodybuilding judges, and then you got somebody like me. I'm like, did you do something wholesome? Make the world a better place?
Exactly.
You did? Here's your first place medal.
That's what
Cheers
matters,
to you.
man. Cheers to that.
to you.
There you go.
So it's all about, in our disappointments, just finding those shining moments and recognizing them, so that instead of getting ourselves down, we're getting encouraged by recognizing where we had a positive impact or where we had some growth. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do, it matters who you are more than anything.
Bingo. You said it best, brother. Here we go.
Oh yeah, cheers. Cheers. I want to think about, all of the benefits of not getting what we want. Keeps us humble, so our ego doesn't grow too big.
Yeah.
It also gets us really paying attention to our situation. Imagine everything went your way all the time. What would be the problems and consequences that might result from that?
I'd be so bored.
Oh,
I would
man,
know what to
you'd
expect all the time.
And you know what? You'd probably develop an ego, wouldn't you?
Oh my God. Nobody would want to be around me.
Yeah. The
I would be
ego
right
is
all the
not your
time.
amigo,
No.
right? People would hate you for having all the success all the time.
Yeah, man, that's lame.
Something really funny I do is if I'm in this situation, I train myself to be happy for the winners.
Yes.
If I didn't win at something, I imagine their reality, you know, they got hopes, they got dreams, they got
Yes.
ambitions. They're putting in hard work. They've probably had moments when they were disappointed. They probably had moments when they unfairly lost things and politics went against them, and that here they are and they get their moment. And I'm really happy for them. You know, I can't help but be happy for them.
Yeah.
You know, so whoever won first place out there today, do you know the guy who won first place?
There was this, not in my class, but there is this guy that really stuck out. And it wasn't actually him, it was his coach. He was ecstatic. Like, he won his first place, he won his pro card. And his coach ran around the conference room from end to end. And he's like, he did it. And I was like, oh my God, it just made me, it's so happy to see that.
There you go.
It was so incredible.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So let's try to be happy for others. If we had a disappointing outcome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was so amazing seeing that.
Are there any life lessons or learning lessons hiding in this mess?
Oh yeah.
You know, number one is, how am I responsible for it?
Big time.
You know, even if we're only responsible for 1% of it, how are we responsible for this disappointment, right? Did you know there was a chance you might finish 7th in this competition?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was there a chance you might have finished 14th?
100%.
Absolutely. You took that risk.
Yeah, 100%.
Is there a chance other people are more genetically gifted than you,
100%.
that if they put in the same time and effort, they're going to get an even better looking body vehicle and beat you because of genetic advantage?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know, is it possible that other people might outwork you, even 100%. Though you might be putting in total commitment and effort and discipline? That there are some people that have, their lives are just revolving around it. They are beyond obsessed.
Absolutely.
And you're putting yourself in direct competition with them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
I think it's most important to put in the effort to be number one and just be happy and be at peace with the outcome that happened, knowing you couldn't have done any better. You were doing the best you could with what you knew at the time.
Exactly.
But now you've learned some lessons, you gained more experience, and you might even be able to do better the next crack at the bat, right?
Exactly. Doing the best that you can, because you can't control how much effort somebody else is putting in, or how many insertion points that a muscle has, and
genetically.
Yeah, exactly. You can't control, how the judges are feeling that day, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can't control any of that stuff, but what you can control is how much effort that you put in. And if you can leave your journey saying, I put in all the effort I possibly could, then I think that's a big one.
You know, we might want to also focus on, what did we learn about ourselves in this journey? What did we learn about the process in this journey? Did you learn any new techniques or success strategies?
Big time. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Humility hygiene, actually. Practice that. Yeah.
So Eric was practicing humility hygiene from one of the previous videos.
Yeah.
How to be humble.
Yeah, it was it really worked. Right after feeding the chipmunks.
Is it possible that disappointment is a master teacher in your life? What do you think?
I think that it is absolutely one of the strongest. Through our failures, we usually learn the most.
Yeah, negative experiences are very memorable, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And is it possible that with enough disappointment and the learning lessons that follow from it, losing can actually help you win?
Bingo, baby. Right to the path to success.
So doesn't disappointment provide info we can use to adjust, adapt, strengthen ourselves, and move forward better than ever?
Better than ever.
100%?
Yep.
100%.
100%, baby.
Right? So is it possible that disappointment is just a stepping stone to a greater potential level of success?
Absolutely, yeah.
So disappointment plus reflection equals progress.
Yes. It's learning.
Right? We pull all the learning lessons out of it and out of the experience. It makes us better in future.
Gets us wiser.
You know, how might this experience open you up to other directions, other opportunities, other ways of doing things, perhaps even reinventing yourself?
Specifically for me, for my sport, I could either continue in a sport, I could try coaching other people, I could change my path, but if my focus is inner growth for bodybuilding, I can do that in many different ways.
Building the mental muscle.
Exactly, building the mental muscle.
Helping others do the same, yeah.
Exactly.
So it's the journey is evolving as we evolve. And then the most important question I think to ask in the wake of disappointment is, if it's clear we're not going to get the outcome we had hoped for, what is a new direction or goal we can focus on? This is the most important thing for us to do, because we don't want to dwell on the disappointment and the outcome that we missed out on. We want to immediately set our sights on something else.
Again, if we're looking at the big picture of things, it's not really ever the end. There's going to be a next step.
Yeah.
So what's our next approach?
That's
What
it.
is it?
Zoom out.
Exactly. Zoom out. Exactly.
Disappointment feels bigger when you're zoomed in.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever taken a magnifying glass and looked at an ant?
Yes.
Oh, looks like a scary creature out of a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
But when you zoom out, it doesn't look so bad.
That's so true.
Disappointment is the same.
That's so true.
We need to zoom out.
That's so true.
15 years from now, how much are you really going to care about your 8th place? Notice how I keep knocking you down every time No, don't worry about your 9th place finish. All right, so for Eric, you set your sights immediately on, I'm just going to feed some cute raccoons.
Exactly.
And as many raccoons as necessary.
Exactly. And just flushing disappointment away, man. As soon as the show was over, I'm like, okay, next step. Maybe have a steak and then and then go and
have a steak raccoons, and then hang with some trash pandas.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. That's the next big success. And then the next one after that, whatever that, reps with reason, right? The wellness fundraiser.
There you go.
That's a huge focus, and I'm very excited for it. There's going to be an entire workout programmed with the massive help of yourself. We've been donated an ice plunge and a sauna. Have tons of donated supplements and prize packages, all in the support of being able to benefit youth mental health. So I'm very, very excited for that, for bringing everyone together just to have a good time for a good cause. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Bodybuilding can kind of be a self-glorifying, self-promoting endeavor. Now, by the way, I'm a fan of bodybuilding because of the discipline it develops.
Hey, sweetie.
The character, the commitment. And I think there's a level a lot of bodybuilders get to where they decide to not make it so much about themselves, but to make it about the glory of everybody.
Yeah.
And so in your journey, you eventually got to that point where you're like, I'm going to make this more about everybody else and community.
Exactly.
I'm going to shift from me to we.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then so you started this reps with reason, in which you're leveraging all of the attention you're getting from your bodybuilding success.
Yes.
You're leveraging it and redirecting it to a greater purpose to benefit the community, specifically mental health.
Yes.
Which is also that forgotten muscle.
Exactly. Yes.
Right? And so you're creating these experiences that are good for physical health, cold plunges, sauna, workouts.
Exactly.
Raising funds. And you're doing it all to raise awareness and some financial support for youth who are struggling with mental health.
Bingo.
All right,
yes. ChatGPT.
The raccoons.
the ChatGPT in my life. Oh my God. Just perfect summarization. I realized that a lot of it comes down to not this, but this, and your heart too, and putting passion and commitment into it. And you can be very limited by your mind and your mindset. So I was like, hey, if my mind is my limiting factor in trying to build my body, why don't I build my mind instead? So something like you like to say, putting in the mental reps.
Excellent. So basically, you're working out at the gym. People are like, hey, you should compete. You answered the call to adventure. You go on that journey. And then, the attractive aspect of it was to optimize this body vehicle. And then you realized the more meaningful aspect was to optimize the mind and spirit.
So Brendan's my ChatGPT guide here. Summarize all the words I just said, and he just spits this perfect thing out. Yeah, he's good at that. I'm really good at rambling. And
you're really good at rambling. You're really good at feeding those little angels up there. So here's what we're going to go into next for all of us. This is all about disciplining disappointment. Which attitude resonates most with you? I've written down 10 of the empowering attitudes we can embrace when facing disappointment that can help strengthen us through. So I'm going to read out the 10. You decide which ones you like best.
Deal.
And then you also decide, okay? Number 1 is, it's a journey, not a race. We're not supposed to have it all figured out yet, right? This part of the journey is necessary. Number 2 is, what matters most is growth, not perfection. Number 3 is, I've been through worse and I'm still here. Number 4 is, it's a speed bump, not a life sentence. Learn what you can, get tougher and move on. It's just giving you a nudge. It's not locking you up here. Number 5, Rome wasn't built in a day. Great things take time. Number 6, success is like a drunk stumble home. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps sideways maybe. You know, success is never really linear, right? It's all over the place. Number 7, progress is still progress, even at a snail's pace. As long as we're evolving, that's all that matters. Number 8, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. We get more resilient from all these experiences. Number 9, every setback is a setup for something bigger. And number 10, none of this really matters. Ultimately, we're here to evolve into our highest potential. Growth is all that matters. The rest is just small stuff. So those are the 10. What do you like best out of the 10?
I like 2, 3, and 10.
2, 3, and 10. So you like what matters most is growth, not perfection. I've been through worse and I'm still here. None of this really matters.
Yep.
Excellent. For the next step, we would want to reinforce those attitudes. So how might you reinforce those 3 specific attitudes you chose?
Put it as my phone background. Put it as a reminder on my phone, you know, like every time you wake up or every time you go to bed, or saying it as a mantra too. You can, you know, if you do any breath work or meditation, you could do it then, or even if you don't, when you're brushing your teeth, you know, like every 3rd stroke you have to say it, or every 5th stroke or whatever.
Or even hang it on the bathroom mirror.
There you go.
You're staring at it when you're brushing your teeth.
You don't have a choice.
Right?
You gotta look
Put
at
it on a little Post-it note on your dashboard in your car.
Exactly. That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
You could journal about it, reflect on it.
Yeah, reflect on it.
Different thoughts on it.
Yeah, ask yourself questions about it, you know? Like when you're journaling on it. That's a really good one because it helps you think about it. It's not just reciting.
Yeah.
Right?
You could teach it to others.
Ooh.
Teach others this attitude, because when you teach others, you learn it on a deeper level, right?
Dude, you must be a master by now.
So
let me teach the raccoons.
yeah.
Come back.
So this is all about disciplining our disappointments, right?
Boom. Flush them down.
Typically, I'd be very disappointed at this point in the talk. You know why?
What's that?
We got to the end and all of our little bandits have taken off on us. Why am I not disappointed? All that matters is growth.
Bingo, baby.
Not perfection.
Exactly.
Right? We've been through worse than this.
Exactly, man.
And at the end of the day, none of this really matters.
Exactly.
All that matters is the change in our consciousness. So if the raccoons aren't here right now, if there's one thing I learned, you discipline that disappointment. So what? They're not here. Normally I do a fist bump. Oh, there is one here. Right behind you to the right.
To the right?
Okay, so what you got to do is this. We got to end by doing friends forever.
Yeah.
Fist bump, and then you fist bump the raccoon.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Here, you got to fist. Oh, you just scared him away.
No.
You just scared him away.
I wanted to give him some. Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, yeah, I got him out here.
Okay, we got this. Ready?
Okay, so here's what we do. Friends forever
Friends.
on 3.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Friends forever.
Oh.
Yeah, they all came back.
Come here.
Friends forever.